Garrett here from busnet.me, coming to you from Dubai where the sun always shines. Today I'm going to be attempting to do a repair of an iPhone 10. As you can see here, my wife brought this to me. It's actually completely split open on the left side here. Now, given that the battery is here on this left-hand side of the phone, right on this side here in an L shape, the most likely cause is that the battery is actually expanded in this phone. So what I'm going to be doing is actually replacing that battery with a new original Apple battery that I have here. We need to start first by removing these two 5-star pentagon screws. So we need a special screwdriver for that, of course. I mean, these screwdrivers, by the way, these sets, you can just get them on Amazon, right? They're very, very cheap. So let me just, and hopefully it's magnetic. So I'll put it in my little box here. Right, so now the screws are out. Because this is a water-resistant phone, so that means that it's actually glued to the body here. What you would want to do is to take a hairdryer and actually heat this up carefully, and then take a thin prying tool, as thin as possible. This one is much thinner. And then you're starting from the bottom. You actually then pry it open. Take your time. So now what you want to do, I'll turn it over for you. Right, this is the top of the phone, this is the bottom of the phone. So you want to lift the screen from left to right, because the ribbon cables are on this side here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop it open very carefully. So now that we have the lid open, we're going to have this have to remove this little protective plate that lies over the ribbon cables. Let me remove these 5 little screws. So let's put my screws in my little box here. That one. Okay, number 5. Now, with a bit of luck, we should be able to pry off, there we go, the cable protector, which we'll also put in my little box there. Now we want to remove the actual cables. We'll start with the actual battery cable, which is, if I'm not mistaken, this one. So that's one. Then we'll pop out the next one, 2, and the next one, 3, and then this last one here, which is number 4. So now the next job is to remove this battery. So what we're going to have to do is heat that up as well. and soften that glue. Now for that, I'm just going to use a hairdryer. Let's give it a try. Yeah, see, that is softened up the glue. There we go. Perfect. And this one, here we go. This is the battery. So this is the new battery right here. This one, by the way, you can actually see it's swollen up. It's quite useless. So now what we need to do is remove this glue. Alright, so now I have saved you from the tedious job of removing all the glue. But now that the glue is all removed, we can test the battery. Right, before we do that, let me first reattach these connectors again. And we do the battery last, right? Because we don't want any power on the phone before everything is connected. So let's just make sure everything is nice and connected here. Okay, so now let's remove this sticker for a moment. And then try to connect the battery where it needs to. All right. Moment of truth. It's starting up. And there we go. Now let's take a charging cable. And boom. We have liftoff. So now what I can do is assemble the phone back. Let's just disconnect the battery again for a moment so that we can put it back. With the glue in place. Now we're going to connect it yet again. And glue it down in its housing. Let's just press it in nicely. So now that the battery has been glued in place, the next step is to put new adhesive in the phone after I have already off camera cleaned the complete edge with my little scraper here, both on the screen as well as on the phone body. Considering this was sold as a water resistant phone, it is completely sealed with this kind of glue kit around the edges. So what we have to do now, after having cleaned it, is put this new glue back into place. This way round. Okay, there we go. Do this in the edge. Right, let's see if we can lift this off. Yeah, there we go. It comes off nicely. Now, reassembly. Put all the connectors back in place. Battery last. So, everything is reattached and in place. Now we can put the cover back on. Now, we remember there were 5 screws, but what I didn't tell you is that they're not all 5 the same. We have 2 longer ones that I will do first. This longer one goes here. Okay. And then the other longer one. The one magnet is too strong and I'm grabbing all the nuts at the same time. The other one goes here. Okay. And then we have 3 very short ones. The last one. There we go. Now, we have to start from the top. Make sure it closes nicely. Look at this. It all fits and it's flush again. That is absolutely beautiful. So, last 2 screws. One at a time, please. There you have it. One iPhone 10, good as new. Beautiful.